इतनी शक्ति हमें देना दाता, मन का विश्वास कमजोर होना। इतनी शक्ति हमें देना दाता, मन का विश्वास कमजोर होना। हम चले नेक रास्ते पे, हमसे भूल कर भी कोई भूल होना। हम चले नेक रास्ते पे, हमसे भूल कर भी कोई भूल होना। इतनी शक्ति हमें देना दाता, मन का विश्वास कमजोर होना। दूर अज्ञान के हो अंधेरे, तू हमें ज्ञान की रोशनी दे। दूर अज्ञान के हो अंधेरे, तू हमें ज्ञान की रोशनी दे। हर बुराई से बच के रहे हम, हर बुराई से बचते रहे हम। जितनी भी बड़ी जिंदगी बैर होना किसी का किसी से, भावना मन में बदले होना। हम चले नेक रास्ते पे, हमसे भूल कर भी कोई भूल होना। इतनी शक्ति हमें देना दाता, मन का विश्वास कमजोर होना। हम न सोचे हमें क्या मिला है, हम ये सोचे किया क्या है अर्पण। हम न सोचे हमें क्या मिला है, हम ये सोचे किया क्या है अर्पण। फूल खुशियों के बाटे सभी को, फूल खुशियों के बाटे सभी को। सबका जीवन ही बन जाए मधुवन हो। अपनी करुणा का जल तू बहाके, कर दे पावन हर एक मन का कोना। हम चले नेक रास्ते पे, हमसे भूल कर भी कोई भूल होना। इतनी शक्ति हमें देना दाता, मन का विश्वास कमजोर होना। इतनी शक्ति हमें देना दाता, मन का विश्वास कमजोर होना। मन का विश्वास कमजोर होना, मन का विश्वास कमजोर होना। ओम जय गंगे माता मैया, जय गंगे माता। जो नर तुमको ध्याता, जो नर मैया जी को ध्याता, मन वांछित फल पाता। ओम जय गंगे माता। चंद्र से ज्योति तुम्हारी जल निर्मल आता।
मैया जल निर्मल आता, शरण पड़े जो तेरे, शरण पड़े जो तेरे, सो नर तर जाता।
ओम जय गंगे माता। एक ही बार जो तेरी शरणागति आता।
मैया शरणागति आता, यम की त्रास मिटा कर, यम के कष्ट मिटा कर, परम गति पाता। ओम जय गंगे माता।
मंगलकारी मैया
तू है सुखदाता, मैया तू है सुखदाता। तेरी गोद में आकर, तेरी शरण में आकर, मन शांति पाता। ओम जय गंगे माता।
आरती
मात तुम्हारी जो जन्मित गाता, मैया प्रेम सहित गाता। दास वही है सच में, भक्त वही है सच में, मुक्ति को पाता। ओम जय गंगे माता, ओम जय गंगे माता। मैया जय गंगे माता। जो नर तुमको ध्याता, जो नर मैया जी को ध्याता, मनवांछित फल पाता। ओम जय गंगे माता, जय गंगे माता, जय गंगे माता। त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव, त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव, त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव, त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव।
सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः,
सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। जय जय राधा रमण, हरि बोल हरि बोल। जय जय राधा रमण, हरि बोल। जय राधा रमण, हरि बोल हरि बोल। जय जय राधा रमण, हरि बोल। ओ जय जय राधा रमण, जय जय राधा रमण, जय जय राधा रमण, हरि बोल। ओ जय जय राधा रमण,
जय जय राधा रमण, जय जय राधा रमण, हरि बोल।
ओ जय जय राधा रमण,
जय जय राधा रमण, जय जय राधा रमण, हरि
बोल। जय जय राधा रमण,
Radha Ramana Hari Bol.
Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol Hari Bol. Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol. Jai Radha Ramana
Hari Bol Hari Bol.
Jai Jai
Radha
Ramana Hari
Bol. Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol Hari Bol.
Jai Jai Radha
Ramana
Jai Jai
Radha Ramana Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol.
पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः
A lot of ways to talk about passion. We get stuck sometimes in semantics, particularly English semantics, because words mean such different things. So if you talk about passion of the body, it's the body, right? We know exactly how it works. Now again, that doesn't make it bad. That doesn't make it an illusion. When we say it's not real, we don't mean it's an optical illusion. It's another way that we get confused. When we talk about something being not true, it's not like an optical illusion. It's not like, you're driving through on an asphalt road on a hot sunny day through the desert and it looks like there's water up ahead and there's not really water up ahead. It's not that type of falsehood. It's false in that it's a product of the body, which is not the truth of who we are. It's false in that it's fleeting, right? So if you look at physical passion, for example, on a very pure physical, literal level, it lasts usually a few minutes, right? Yeah. No. Okay, so we're going to get there. We'll get there. We're going to start on the most physical, then we'll get to things we have passion for. But it's important to clarify, because typically when we talk about passion, people think about it on a physical level. So if we're talking about passion physically, it's a biochemical response in the body, including the brain, mind, of course. But in this physical being, there is a biochemical response that feels to me like passion. Okay? It comes, it goes. Is it real? Well, yeah, there was a biochemical response in your body. Had you been hooked up to machines at that time, they could say, yeah, this guy is right now very passionate. They could measure it. We know what chemicals are secreted. We know what hormones are going. We know what's happening in the brain. Okay. So it's real in that moment. It's real like a wave in the ocean is real. But it's not the highest truth. So it's not what we're looking for. Because when we spend our lives on fleeting moment, fleeting moment, fleeting moment, fleeting moment, fleeting moment, then we never find the truth, that thread, that sutra. What's constant? What's consistent? What doesn't change? What doesn't go up and down? What doesn't require physical sensation? What doesn't require being filled? What's not an urge? Because the other thing about physical passion, last before we shift into the other type, is physical passion is rooted in the experience of I need you. That's what it is. In that moment, I need you. Which means who I am in that moment is not full, is not whole, is not complete. My passion that gets aroused, that gives me this, like I'm looking at the world through a toilet paper tube. Literally, this is what passion/lust on a physical level does. Love is expansive. Love broadens our vision. Lust does this. Gotta have it, gotta have it, gotta have it, gotta have it. I need you, I need you. This is what that is. In that moment, in that experience, me, as a self, is experiencing a lack of wholeness, fullness, completeness, because I need this in order to feel, right? That's the, okay, now I've got this from you. Then we go into a passion for doing things. Whatever it may be. You gave a few examples, but there's lots of things we could be passionate about doing. By all means, look, just because we are a soul, or we are soul, we are essence, we are consciousness, doesn't mean we don't have a body. Living as essence, as soul, as consciousness doesn't mean thou shalt not enjoy a sunset, thou shalt never make music or art. Or sit below the trees and, or love your children or love your family. That's not what it means. It's not about give up the things you love because they're not real. We've been given a body. And of course that body, as I said, includes the brain, mind. The universe is God's creation. Enjoy it. Sunsets are gorgeous. Making music, making art touches us on very deep levels. It's a way of expressing even a level of creativity that I believe comes from God. Absolutely. Writing, poetry, whatever it is. Create. Whatever you're passionate about, do it, sure. Because we've got 24 hours in a day. You can't sleep through them all. You can't meditate through them all. We've got hours in the day to do action. This is where Lord Krishna talks about karma yoga. Yoga, union, through action. So act. And why not act doing something that fills you with joy? Absolutely. But the dilemma comes when my joy is contingent upon that. So I can do the thing I'm passionate about, I'm happy. People appreciate the thing I'm passionate about, I'm even more happy. I can make a living doing what I'm passionate about, I'm super happy. Right? I'm a musician, I'm an artist, what I want to do is paint. People buy my things so that can become my living. Fantastic. But then they don't. And then I'm no longer fantastic. they don't appreciate it, I'm no longer fantastic. I don't have as much time to do that which I'm passionate about because I've got to do something else to put food on the table. I'm no longer fantastic. I'm not able to be present in the moment that I'm in because my mind is wishing I were doing something else. That's not the way to live. And so, yes, sure, have a passion. Fulfill it. Live it, love it. But when we talk about karma yoga also, remember that ultimately the highest aspect, that which makes the karma, the action, yoga, is when there's an element of union in it, when it leads to oneness. Is that bringing you closer to the divine? And for a lot of people, yeah, music does, art does, writing does, poetry does. Whether enjoying someone else's or producing your own. But in order for your action to be yoga, it has to bring you closer into that union. And so ask yourself that. And if it doesn't, that doesn't mean you can't do it. I mean, people have passions for skiing, for example. They really love it. Or certain sports, they really love it. No problem, great, play, enjoy. Even though chances are they're not going to say that it actually brings them, in contact with God. Maybe a few would. But in general, that's not what you hear from most people who love sports. It doesn't mean you can't do it. We've been given a body. Enjoy. But stay focused. Don't miss the point. Don't miss why you're here. It's not just about this passion, this feels good, that feels good, I enjoy this, I enjoy that. What karma can I do? What action can I do through which I am getting closer to God? And it really can almost be anything, as long as the intention is right. And you could be sitting and doing puja, but making a shopping list in your mind, and it's not going to get you anywhere. And you could be playing tennis, or writing music, and so connected with the flow of the universe that that's more yoga than the guy sitting in puja but who's thinking about the stock market or thinking about the shopping or thinking about, oh my God, when is this going to end? This priest is taking way too long. I should have gone to the other temple. They've got, a much more expedited form of puja there that, drive-through type of puja. I should have gone there instead. It's about the intention and the attention. And that's what makes what we do yoga.